Welcome.
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 Welcome to Kids Church.
And welcome to our house.
I don't think we'll have that as our Kids Church song,
I don't think we should.
but you're welcome anyway.
Yes, to our house or your house.
Or anyone's house that you're at.
Their house. Have you had a good week, Sharon?
Yes, it's been a busy week, but it's been good to be back in kind of normal.
Kind of normal, yes.
Yeah, kind of seeing some people and all that kind of stuff. What about your week, Ben?
My week's been pretty good. I was just wondering, do you think these guys have had a good week?
Should we ask them?
I think we should. Have you had a good week?
Yeah, what's it been like? Back at school? Seeing your friends?
Teachers?
Yeah.
Are there any friends you haven't seen yet because they're not back?
That's a thought. Have you gotten to see some of your family, maybe? Maybe your grandparents or something that you haven't seen for a while. Maybe you've got to see them this week.
I think we should sit back now.
Or maybe it's been... One more question. Maybe it's been a little bit tough. Because sometimes it's not
Can
always
be a bit difficult, yeah.
it's not always a good week.
Yeah,
So maybe you've had
change can be a bit tricky sometimes.
even when you're changing back to normal. Well, we're glad you're here anyway.
Yes.
And whatever's happened to you this week, we're hoping that you'll be able to learn with us today and have a good time at Kids Church.
Yes, we should sit back now.
Now we should.
Like a roller coaster.
Yes, forwards.
Back. Left. Right.
Okay. That was a long corner.
It was. I don't like roller coasters.
I think it was a very short roller coaster.
It was.
It's
That's the
already
best
finished.
roller coaster. The best roller coasters are imaginary.
Okay. I like real roller coasters. But I think we should talk about quickly what we're doing today.
We are... Hang on. What are we... What's that say? It's generosity.
Yeah.
Generosity. It's tricky because we're reading that backwards. It's forwards to them, but we're looking at it backwards, and it says generosity.
Do you know what
But
generosity
this way
means?
it says Ystergurg.
Well, I can't talk backwards.
No, I can't either.
Do you know what generosity means?
It means being generous.
Well, it does, but maybe we'll unpack that a bit more later.
Yes.
But we're going to look at about how you can be generous as a person to another person. Mm-hmm. But we're also going to look at God's generosity.
Because God is very, very generous.
Oh, that's where we learn generous from.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have a look at that later. But for now, I think we're going to go and watch something else a little bit special.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We'll see you after.
Okay. We're going to go on the roller coaster?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go forwards.
Anyone who belongs to Christ is a new person. The past is forgotten, and everything is new. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17.
So what are we doing now, Sharon?
Well, I thought we should learn something. But first, I'm going to have a drink.
Oh. I should have made myself a coffee.
No,
I shouldn't have made myself a coffee.
no, because I made you a
Oh,
coffee.
thank
Oh,
you.
hang on. It's a bit hot. There we go. Hold it by the handle.
Thank you.
Just the way you like it. Soy milk with 1.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Just the right amount of froth.
Just the right amount of froth.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to pop mine down on this table.
We're not just drinking coffee on camera today?
No, because I wasn't only generous about making you a coffee, I'm feeling generous about lots of things, so I'm going to use my generosity and give you a present.
Thank you.
Excellent. Here it is. You probably didn't see it.
I didn't see it, and it's very sparkly,
It's
and I still didn't.
sparkly, and
it rattles as well.
yeah, it's not breakable though. Don't worry.
Okay, let me open it.
Hey, look at that.
Da.
Lots of goodies in there.
This is a half-eaten packet of biscuits.
They are great biscuits.
They are very great biscuits.
really yum.
Did you
with
enjoy
coffee.
them already?
A bit with my last coffee.
No worries. Half-eaten biscuits.
Carrot flavours.
Carrot flavour. They are very nice. You're right. Oh, I was almost out of these.
You
These are
were.
Castlemaine Rock. Delicious. Is it empty? Oh, no, it's not empty.
Well, yours was empty.
It's
almost.
got one in it.
So-
I had one in mine. Is this my tin?
Well, no, it's not actually, because I went to the shops, bought you a new tin because I finished your other one, and then I just wanted to make sure they were the same one, so I ate some, and now there's a couple left.
So you bought a tin for yourself and then gave me pretty much what I had to start with.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
no
at
worries.
least they're
Thank
not
you.
old.
No, it's that one will be quite nice. This is chocolate coated almonds. That is a packet of chocolate coated almonds, quite literally a packet
And
that
they
had
are
the almonds
super yum.
in it. Right, okay.
You can take that to the shop and then buy them, use some, more for yourself.
Thank you.
They are awesome.
A balloon.
Yes,
A
because it's going to be your
balloon.
birthday.
It is going to be my birthday. It says happy birthday on it.
See, always thinking of you. Yeah. Oh. It's got a hole in
It's
it.
got a... You...
I actually knew that, because there are some other ones and they don't have holes in it.
So you gave me the one with the hole in it.
Because it made a funny sound and I thought of you.
So you heard this. And you thought of me.
Yes.
Thanks, Sharon.
Okay, next. There's still more.
Highlighters. Can always use more highlighters.
Yeah, you can,
It's blue,
especially blue.
and it's
Well, it was blue.
yes, it's nothing now.
outside's blue.
It's an invisible highlighter.
It is, because, I
Right.
don't know
Moving
what
on.
it is.
Lip balm. Lip balm. This is good. Do you-
In winter. And it has been good in other winters as well, because this is my favourite one.
So the brand is your favourite one?
Well, no, because I've got a new one now. But this was my favourite one, but now it's my second favourite one. But I thought you might still like it.
This is your old one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
But
got some in it.
there's lots
I can
left.
see the imprint of your lips on that.
Yeah, well, you know where to put yours.
So you've given me a used lip balm when we're meant to be staying safe and staying away from each other. You've given me something that rubbed all over your lips.
I didn't think of that bit.
Nope.
That's not
Okie
very
dokie.
good for germs.
That Play-Doh's green. Is that
Oh.
bits of green from the other... That's not. That's furry.
Small.
Right, no worries. Playing cards. Thank you, Sharon. I love playing
That
cards.
is a good gift.
Love playing cards, and you can play 52 pickup, and it's a bit of a joke. You say, you want to play 52
Well,
pickup? They say
not with
yes,
this
and then you
one.
throw the ball on the ground and you say, here,
Not
pick them
this
up.
one, because this one doesn't. It says 52, but it doesn't have 52. It has, I think, 45, because we lost the ace of spades and the king of clubs, and then the 7 of diamonds, and a couple
So this is
more.
a pack that you've lost cards from.
Yeah, but you can still play pickup. Just you won't get 52.
But that's about it. I could build a house of
It would
cards, I
be-
guess.
you'd
But I
be
like
tricky to
playing
do
other games like
solitaire.
Rummy and Up and Down the River, 500 and stuff, but
yeah,
I can't do that
that'd be hard.
with that. A Mentos. I quite like Mentos.
I knew you liked them.
It's got a bit of a hole in it. Hang on. Best before.
19? It's a bit smudged. 1997.
Best before 1997. Right, no worries. This is older than our children.
I think
It's
that's
23.
before we met.
It's before we met. You're right. Absolutely.
I think
I was still in
high
school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
You're about to
history.
finish because you're older than me.
That's like history of Mentos.
History of Mentos. Well, Sharon, thank you for the coffee.
What about all this?
Well, this is kind of stuff that really looks like it probably should have gone in the bin instead of to someone else.
Well, I was going to put it in the bin, but I thought I'd be generous and give it to you.
So you gave me your rubbish.
Yeah, but like they say, one man's trash
Is another man's treasure.
So maybe you're that man.
Maybe. I thank you for thinking of me. It's really nice that you thought of me, but this is kind of one man's trash is another man's definitely trash.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
No, not not really. But thank you for thinking of me. You don't have to get me anything. It's not my birthday.
Well,
but thank you.
I'm trying to get better at being generous. So, all right, the coffee worked, but this gift kind of backfired and didn't work. So, can I just ask you one thing? Can I have one more try and try and get you a proper gift that is a good, generous gift?
Absolutely.
Something that's
you
not
don't have to
trash.
get me anything.
No, but I'm being generous, so I'm going to get you something, but this next one, it's not going to be trash. All right, just stay there, and I'll be back.
No greater news, no greater love. His name is Jesus. Come on, we're gonna praise the Son. Jesus is here. Jesus has won. Jesus is life. Come on, we're gonna have some fun. We raise our hands in praise. For you are the one that makes the day. You have set me free. No other place I'd rather be. Jesus, you are the best. Jesus, you are the best. Jesus, you are. No greater news, no greater love. His name is Jesus. Come on, we're gonna praise the Son. Jesus is here. Jesus has won. Jesus is life. Come on, we're gonna have some fun. We raise our hands in praise. For you are the one that makes the day. You have set me free. No other place I'd rather be. Jesus, you are the best. Jesus, you are the best. Jesus, you are the best. I must confess, my Jesus, you are the best. Come on! Raise our hands in praise. For you are the one that makes the day. You have set me free. No other place I'd rather be. Raise our hands in praise. For you are the one that makes the day. You have set me free. No other place I'd rather be. You are the best.
Right, so she said she'd be back, but she's not back yet.
Ben!
Sharon! Now she's
Right.
back.
Okay, here it is. Here is
Ooh,
take two of being generous.
Of
Okay.
being generous. You didn't have to get
Careful,
me anything.
Careful.
Didn't have to get me anything.
No, that's why it's generous.
Oh, right.
Okay, so be careful with this one. This one should be better. It's not junk.
Not junk.
And-
Promise it's not junk.
Oh, you should really like this. Oh, it's so beautiful.
It's nice looking. It's nail polish.
It is.
That is a very nice colour nail polish. That's
look,
sparkly
it's
gold.
Gold and like
And
there's pink ones.
this one's glittery. That's very nice.
Oh yeah, and like if you're feeling black, you can wear black ones.
Yeah.
And
This one says it changes colour in the sun. What
It
colour
does.
does that turn?
I think it goes to the colour on the top, red.
Oh, red from yellow to... That's very
That's
cool.
so cool. And green, I know green is one of your favourite
Green
colours.
is one of my favourite colours. It's a nice
Shiny
purple.
blue. And this one has like, it's got extra sparkles in it. Oh, there are so many good colours in here. And look at this itty bitty tiny one. Maybe you could do like your little toenail with that one, because I know you've got a small toenail.
Everyone has a small toenail on their small toe.
Yep. So, and this one is like, it's extra special. It's see-through. And these are all really good brands. And like, yeah, they're pretty expensive. And I would use these if they were mine. They're really, really beautiful. So I hope you like your gift. It's not junk.
It's not
It's not
junk.
rubbish. I wasn't going to throw any of this out. It's really nice stuff.
Now, I I don't want to seem ungrateful,
Yeah?
but
Don't you like red?
when was the last time you saw me wear nail polish?
Well, maybe it's just something you haven't tried yet. Maybe.
Maybe. My
if you
sister put toenail polish on me once when I was a kid, and I didn't like that.
What
Didn't
about
come off.
fingernail?
I've never really worn nail polish. I don't like wearing nail polish. It's not something I like to wear. Most of the time, actually, Sharon. Most of the time, it's for ladies.
And you're not a lady.
No, I'm not a lady,
That's
Sharon.
right. I forgot. So you're saying that even though these are really nice,
They're
not
really
nice
nice.
for you.
But they're not really something that I would find value
Even
in.
this beautiful colour.
It's nice and it's a cute bottle and everything.
I know. Oh.
But it's not something that I find value in. I can't use this. So thank you.
If you were wanting a gift and I was going to be generous, it wouldn't be something that I just liked, and it wouldn't be something that I was going to throw out.
No, and as I say, you don't have to get me anything, and thank you for thinking of me. But if you really, really want to get me something,
Yeah.
then you've got to think about something that I would like.
So it's not about thinking about me, it's thinking about you.
Yeah.
Okay. And, alright, and it shouldn't be something that's rubbish either, like something old and broken.
No. But
Right.
you gave this to
Okay.
me,
All right.
and I'm going to be generous, and I'm going to say maybe you should keep it because I think it was yours, and you'd probably find more value in it than me.
Well,
So
I
maybe
think
you keep that.
I can find a good home for all these nail polishes because they are beautiful. Mm-hmm. And they will be very lovely, and they will be loved
They will be
by
loved, just
people that
not by
aren't
me.
you. But, alright, I'm just going to have one very last try at being generous for you and getting you something that you like and something that is of value to you and something that is not junk.
All right. You don't have to get me anything.
No, I don't. But that's what being generous is about, is doing it for when you don't have to.
All right.
Okay. I think that made sense.
I think it did.
Okay, alright, just
I
stay
understood
there.
what you meant. I
be-
will stay here.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
A jiffy.
Yep, a jiffy.
Jiffy. How long's a jiffy? I don't know.
2 Corinthians chapter 8 verse 1 to 5 and 9. My friends, we want you to know that the churches in Macedonia have shown others how kind God is. Although they were going through hard times and were very poor, they were glad to give generously. They gave as much as they could afford and even more, simply because they wanted to. They even asked and begged us to let them have the joy of giving their money for God's people. And they did more than what we had hoped. They gave themselves first to the Lord and then to us, just as God wanted them to do. You know that our Lord Jesus Christ was kind enough to give up all his riches and became poor so that you could become rich.
I still don't know how long a jiffy is.
Ben!
Oh, that's a jiffy. Okay.
Sorry, I think I was probably
That's a
about...
jiffy.
I was probably about 2 jiffies, actually.
Oh, 2 jiffies. All right. So if I divide that by 2, that's
Okay.
how long a jiffy
Don't
is.
worry. Alright,
Right.
so I think I've got it right this time. Okay.
Okay.
Who ever knew that being generous could be, like, such hard work? Okay, now, I think I've got this right. Here is your present.
Thank you, Sharon. As I say, you don't have to give me anything.
No, I don't.
All right.
There's only one thing in it this time.
There is only one thing. There's no wrappers. There's no nail polish. There's no Rubik's Cube. This isn't something I already owned. I haven't seen this before. This is a really nice case. Oh, I'm just going to put
Yep,
that
you
down
can pop that down.
there.
This is a better case than that case.
This
Do you like it?
I do like that.
Careful.
This is
I didn't know what it was until I looked it up.
this is a
online.
drone, Sharon.
And drones
This
are those
is-
things you like that fly.
This is a drone with a camera in it, Sharon. These are expensive.
Yeah.
This is very cool. Thank you.
And I saw it on your wish list on eBay.
I did have it on my wish list. I did.
So it was something that you wanted.
I definitely wanted it. This is... Thank you. You didn't need to spend that much money on me.
You didn't already have it.
I didn't already have one. That's why it was on my wish list. I wanted it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, battery goes in. Oh, it makes noise as well.
I know, we've got to love gifts that make noises.
That's very cool. Thank you.
That's okay.
That is very generous of you.
It even makes flashing lights.
Oh, flashing lights.
Oh, that's the camera. So, is this a good gift and good at being generous?
This is an amazing gift. And yeah, absolutely. This shows that you really are generous. Because
Excellent.
this is something that costs you
Finally.
money.
Yes.
And even it doesn't always have to cost money. You don't always have to be generous and spend lots of money. But you did this time.
Well, I kind of didn't actually spend my money because I found some things that I could sell that were mine, and I got that money and used it to buy. So it was...
So you actually sold some of your things to buy this thing for me.
Yeah, and used that
Wow.
money for your gift to be generous.
Thank you, Sharon.
That's okay.
It's something I wanted and something that cost you. It cost you the things that you wanted.
Well, I hope you have fun with it.
Oh, I will. I'm going to set that up now. Sorry, we're in the middle of kids' church.
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
set it up
after.
afterwards.
Yes.
I want to set it up now.
Okay. All right. So that's being generous. you
That
think?
is being generous, yes.
Excellent. Oh, finally worked
You've
it out.
finally worked it out. It's not a box of rubbish. It's not a box of things that I can't possibly use. It's something that I wanted that took you time and energy and money to
And
give
I found
me.
out what you liked, and it didn't
And you
have
worked
to
out
be an
what I liked.
expensive thing.
No,
it
it
could
didn't.
have, like it might have been a muffin. If I had have found a muffin on your eBay
I
wish
like
list,
muffins.
I would have just made you a muffin.
Mm.
That would have probably been easier.
It probably would have been. You know what would have been easier if that first box you just didn't eat everything first.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you again, Sharon.
No worries, Ben. I think we might have a talk about generosity in the Bible in a second, okay?
All right.
I'll let you put that away and then we'll come back.
Thank you.
Can't keep it in, I gotta let it out. I'm gonna jump up high, I'm gonna shout out loud.
No, you can't stop me from praising the King and sing a whoa.
If you're ready to worship, then shout out. Cause we're not too young and we're not second best. Everybody join me in praising the King and singing whoa. Sing whoa, oh, oh. Got the time, got the place. We're gonna lift up our praise. And together we'll sing. Shout out to the King. Be out in the jungle or the deep blue sea, in the great wild west, come on and sing with me. All over the world we're gonna praise the King and sing whoa. If you're young or old, you can stand up strong. You can sing out loud, you can sing this song. Everybody join me in praising the King and singing whoa. Sing whoa, oh, oh. Got the time, got the place. We're gonna lift up our praise. And together we'll sing. Shout out to the King. Whoa, oh, oh. And together we'll sing. Shout out to the King.
It's nice to receive gifts. It's especially nice when there's no reason, no birthday, no Christmas, just a present for a surprise. It's also fun to give gifts. In 2 Corinthians chapter 8, people in a church in Macedonia were doing lots of giving. They were being very generous. They were being generous even though they were very, very poor. But if they were so poor, why were these people giving away lots and lots? This is a great question. Well, they weren't doing it to get God to love them more. God already loved them. And they weren't doing it so other people would tell them that, well, they were good people. The real reason they were doing it was because they were happy. Even though they were actually really poor, they felt rich because they knew Jesus and how much God loved them. See, when Jesus came to earth, he became poor. Poor like an ordinary man, instead of rich like the Son of God. Poor like an ordinary man, not rich like a powerful king. Poor like an ordinary man who died. Jesus became poor so we could be rich, so we could have everything in heaven and be in God's family. Now this is why the Macedonians were so generous. They knew how God was generous and sent his son Jesus. They knew Jesus was generous and gave up everything to save them. Because they knew how generous God was, they were full of joy and wanted to be generous. When we are children of God, we should be happy, even when things are tough or when we feel poor. We should feel full of joy because Jesus has given us everything. When we are full of joy, this makes us want to give and share things. It might make us want to be generous and give money to people in need, to the church, or maybe to sponsor a child overseas so they can have food and clothes. It might make us want to be generous and give our time or our hard work to do extra jobs for people who need our help. It might make us want to be generous and use our talents and skills, like helping read Bible stories to our little brother or sister. Because God was so generous and gave his son, so I can be saved. I remember this is a gift I never deserved. This makes me super duper happy and makes me want to be generous too. God is very generous. Let's take some time to pray about that. We know God is really generous, so let's thank him for being so generous to us. And also, let's ask him to help us to be generous. Sometimes we need some extra help with that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pray. I'd love you to join me. So if you just want to close your eyes and bow your head, I'll say a couple of words, then I'll leave a gap and you can say those words too. It'll be like we're praying all together, even though we're not in the same room. Okay, let's pray. Dear God, thank you for being so generous. We thank you for sending Jesus to earth. Without his godly riches, to live as a poor man, so we could be saved. And one day join you in heaven. Help us to be full of joy. And help us to be generous. Help us always to be sharing, loving, and giving. Amen.
Anyone who belongs to Christ is a new person. The past is forgotten and everything is new. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 17.
Just when it seemed that all was lost, He came and rescued me, and now I'm never alone. Lord, you paid the price, spun me round and gave me life. No, I am never on my own. And everything changed. Na 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 na. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. You broke away the chains, removed my shame. I'll never be the same. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. Like a new day dawns, and the dark of the night is gone. Now I am never alone. Finally I see that you're always here with me. No, I am never on my own. And everything changed. Na 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 na. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. You broke away the chains, removed my shame. I'll never be the same. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. I was blind but now I see. You're the one that makes me free. In you I am a new creation. And I hardly can believe how everything changed. Everything changed, yeah. Na 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 na. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. When Jesus came. When Jesus came. Na 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 na. Everything changed. Sing it. Everything changed.